Hello everyone, welcome back to Cooking with Donna. Today we are making up some Bakewell biscuits. It's Bakewell cream, the original. It's not a cream, it's actually a powder. But I seen this and I'm always making biscuits. I'm always curious of a different way, a different ingredient that may, make that biscuit different. Even though, we love Southern biscuits where we're from. But a lot of Southerners swear by this stuff too, that it works wonders. I believe it said it's similar to uh, cream of tartar, but it's not cream of tartar, and it's mixed with baking soda to achieve baking powder. And a lot of people say it works a lot better than regular baking powder. So I wanted to try it. I'm always curious, so I'm bringing y'all along to try it out. This stuff comes from Maine by New England Cupboard. It's supposed to make really good biscuits and even Southern biscuits. And so let's go ahead and jump in. Here get your oven preheated. Now the directions will tell you 475, but I like thick biscuits, so I'm going to put it at 450 so they don't brown too fast, and I don't want raw biscuits, so I'm going at 450 with mine. But if you cut yours thinner, do the 475. So here we have all-purpose flour, and we're going to get our Bakewell cream opened up. This is, now it's not, like I said, it's not cream of tartar. This is something besides it, but this is the closest thing to it. And like I said, when you add your baking soda to this, it becomes baking powder. So let's give it a shot. Okay. That is all-purpose flour that I'm using. So to that, we're going to add in, we have our 4 cups. Everything I'm using will be in the description box. Now, the thing about this, y'all will probably have to order this from, I think it was the New England Cupboard I said, or Amazon. That's where I found mine at. And I wanted to try it, so I purchased it. And we're going to see how this comes out. There's our 4 cups of all-purpose flour. We're going in with 4 teaspoons of our Bakewell cream. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 2 teaspoons of baking soda. Now you can add Crisco or butter. I'm using butter. 2 teaspoons of the baking soda. Now I am using salted butter, so I won't put as much salt. I'm going to go in with a 1/2 teaspoon because my butter is salted. So I'll go in with a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And you're going to get you some cold Crisco or cold butter. And let me get my whisk over here. We're just going to, hang on a minute, y'all. I want to put a little bit of sugar in mine. It's not going to be sweet. It just balances out everything. Got a teaspoon of sugar. Okay, and we will get that mixed up. And we're going to get our cold butter, which is a 1/2 cup, and which is 1 stick of cold butter. Now, if you're using unsalted butter, just use the teaspoon of salt. But I have my cold butter. Try not to mess with the butter that much. Get you a pastry blender, get it cut up, or cut it in little cubes. But I just break it up and get it broken up where you got like little pieces of butter left in it. That's how I do my normal biscuits, so that's what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to get that mixed up. Okay, I got that mixed up with little pieces of butter that's not fully incorporated. Okay, we're going to get our milk in there. Now you could use milk or you could use buttermilk. But you do want this to be a slightly tacky dough. Do not, for those that are not familiar with biscuits, thinking, oh, that's not going to roll out. That's just too wet. You are going to be putting this on a floured surface. So you're going to be actually using more flour. So make sure this dough is nice and moist. I mean, I could say a cup and a half. You could use two and 3/4 of or a cup and a half to whatever I say. It may not be that amount, in other words, because it depends on how dry your flour is. Like this is I believe a cup and a half. I could use, you know, a cup and 2/3. I don't know, because our flour is different. Depends on how it's stored, the humidity. So make sure this dough is sticky, because you will be putting some flour down. So I'm going to get that mixed up. Get your oven preheated to 450 Fahrenheit. I am going to butter my cake pan. You could use cast iron if you like crustier edges around your biscuits. I'm not going for that right now. I'd rather have a lighter colored biscuit. So I got my 9x13 pan buttered to see how many biscuits we can get in that. Okay, I'm going to get my surface floured here. And we're going to, I used a little over a cup and a half, maybe a cup and 2/3, 1 2/3 cups. And get that flour. See how that's a little sticky? It's sticky. But you're going to make sure your hands are floured while you're working with this. Okay? Now you can fold and do your layers if you'd like. But that's not what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for a layered biscuit. I'm just looking for a nice fluffy biscuit. Now my hands are floured. Don't overwork your dough, okay? Now, as I said, as I'm folding, you can take this and fold it over if you'd like, but that's not what I'm looking for. So we're just going to get this patted out and just make sure. I'll fold it a few times because I'm not sure if I mixed it really well. I believe I did, but not overly mixing. That'll give you a tough, dry biscuit. Now, see, as you think that dough is too wet, once you get that flour on there and patted, it's not. Now you can pat or you can roll it, whatever one you choose. I'm going for about 1 inch. That's what I do with all of my biscuits. So I'm going to get this patted out here. Okay. Now, while you're when you pat your dough out, make sure you're moving it around, because you want to make sure it's not sticking. Now you can use whatever size biscuit cutter, drinking cup, whatever you have to cut them. Mine is a 2 1/4 inch. Now I like my biscuits thick. Now I would advise to press straight down. Do not twist. You're sealing it when you do that. That prevents it from doing its rise. You can see that big old piece of butter right there. So I'm going to get these all cut up. I got my pan ready, so that's what I'm going to do. Any scraps that are left from here, I'll redo it, trying not to overwork the dough. Okay, got my biscuits all cut out there. I think I got 15. Now you'll get more, of course, if you cut them smaller. And I like to rub mine down with some cold milk, just a little bit. That helps with the browning. Now these say to bake them at 475. I believe it said 5 minutes. And then turn the oven off and you'll let them stay in the oven. Continue bake. I'm not going to do that. I don't trust that. And I don't want to waste anything if I don't like the outcome. So I'm going to bake them. See what they come out like. If it's supposed to be like a baking powder, they should bake up fine, right? We will see. I got mine, like I said, preheated. 450, because I'm going thick. We like thick biscuits. And in the oven they go. I got exactly 15. 15 biscuits. We'll be back. I'll let you know how long mine took. Okay, friends, mine baked 22 minutes. I baked mine on the lower rack so they didn't brown so quickly because we know heat rises. They didn't burn on the bottom. I checked them. They look really good, and they did rise really beautiful. I like to brush any biscuit I make with melted butter. You don't have to do this, but I'm going to, and we're going to try one of these. They look really good. And the thing I'm worried about, though, is you know how baking soda leaves that flavor? I'm just wondering, is it going to leave that flavor behind? I hope not. I don't smell it, but they smell good and they look beautiful. Now, of course, we're not going to eat all these, but I always make more biscuits than normal because I like to freeze them because they warm up so well. Any kind of homemade biscuit will re-warm well. Whether you do it in the microwave, whether you do it in the oven wrapped in some foil. But I seen these, and this is not sponsored by no means. It's just, if y'all watch my videos, I've told you before, we're biscuit eating fools around here. So when I seen this and somebody had said it makes wonderful biscuits, I thought, oh, I'm trying that. Okay, there we go. All right, I'm going to try mine with a little bit of butter. Let me take this up out of this when I look at there. Look at the height on that. Beautiful biscuit, beautiful biscuit. Let's open it up. And they're very light. Oh, wow. Look at that. Let's get some butter on here. It's like you just had butter on there. Now, us Southerners, we love our butter on our biscuits. I still have some melted here, so I'll put some more on my biscuit. And I got some, my favorite blackberry jam. You could do some honey, just with butter in the morning with your coffee. Oh yeah. I just spilled some on my hand towel there. Okay, y'all. Let's give these a try. They are good. They are good. They're very light. And no, you don't taste the baking soda at all. Very good. Oh, these would be good with some sausage gravy. Very good. Very good. The texture is very good. Have me some coffee with that. But there they are, y'all. Y'all give them a try. See what you think. But like I said, you probably have to order it online because you can't just find that stuff in the stores. And it is worth ordering. I would. I mean, and it's aluminum free. The good thing about this too, it's more shelf stable than regular baking powder. This lasts longer. And like I said, it's aluminum free, it's gluten free, GMO free. And there it is again if y'all want to look at it and grab you some. Makes delicious biscuits, but mine baked 22 minutes and ovens vary just till they're golden brown, I guess. Mine worked out fine. But there they are. You guys enjoy. And until next time, we will see y'all later. Please like, subscribe, and share if you're new to the channel. Much appreciated. Love y'all. See y'all later. Take care of one another. Love one another. And be there for one another. And we will see y'all later. Make you some biscuits. They're good.